SLS GmbH is not a workshop. The work shown, which we carry out on our own vehicles, are merely experience reports and may contain errors. They are therefore not to be understood as professional instructions. Unfortunately, we cannot accept orders.
Hello, I'm Niels from SLS, and today we're going to show you how to assemble a rear bumper for the European version of an R107. Anyone who orders such a base kit receives this scope of delivery, which we will now briefly go through item by item. First, we have the carrier lower shells. Then we have the three-piece chrome upper shells and the two brackets. Next, we also have the rubber protective strip and the mounting hardware. And finally, we have the three-piece rear valance set. As you can see, these parts are unpainted, which means that some additional work is still required here. Before we begin assembling the lower shells, we first need the dimensions provided by the vehicle. Here we have an old bumper that we will use to demonstrate which measurements are required. The first measurement we take is the clear distance between the two brackets. Since we are dealing with a three-piece set here, we also need a diagonal measurement. Here, we take the end point and the fastening point of the outer arm toward the center. Our third measurement point is the second diagonal from the opposite end tip to the center of the bolt. In our case, we have now measured a clear width of 164.5 centimeters between the brackets, and the diagonals are each 166 centimeters. In the first step, I bolt the three lower shells together and then check whether we reach the determined dimensions. We have now checked the measurements taken beforehand. They match. And now I tighten everything down. The next step is fitting the chrome shells. We start in the center. The chrome shells are aligned and securely installed. Next, the brackets are fitted. They cover the fastening points here. After installing the chrome parts, I have now turned the bumper over. Now we can start mounting the valance. For demonstration purposes, we are using these unpainted parts. Of course, these will need to be painted in the vehicle color beforehand. I first loosely fasten the center section with 3 screws so that I can still align the side sections afterward. After our first test fitting, we had to carry out a few minor finishing adjustments. And now we install everything once again. It is important that the valance panel is slid underneath the chrome strip. We have now installed the valance parts and paid special attention to making sure that the through holes for the rubber protection remain accessible at the ends. That is why there are still 2 screwdrivers inserted there. In the end, I will now fasten the remaining screws, and then we will see what the final result looks like. This fitting process should definitely be done before painting, so that any necessary adjustments can still be made and do not later require time-consuming rework by the painter. With that, our assembly work is complete. The only thing still missing is the rubber protective strip, but that can easily be installed on the fully mounted bumper once it is on the vehicle. We have already shown how to install the rubber protective strip in another video, which you can find on this channel. Since this bumper design is based on the original construction, we recommend applying corrosion protection. That's it for today. I hope we were able to show you that this job is not completely plug and play, but still perfectly doable for everyone. Have fun rebuilding it, and until the next video, bye.